Microsoft Encyclopedia lists the story of Job as a parable for the purpose of making a point. If you believe the story of Job is a true story, why did God let Satan kill Job's family? Did God allow Satan to do that just to prove to Satan he was right about Job's faith? Please explain.
Well, first of all, I don't put all my stock in what an encyclopedia has to say about the Bible. I mean, if the encyclopedia is saying, well, I think this is a parable, of course the encyclopedia has different footnotes written by people. And they're not flawless. I don't think the story of Job is a parable. I believe it really happened. It's never once referred to as a parable by Jesus or anyone else in the Bible. Jesus does not call the story of Job a parable, and I believe him more than Bill Gates. Nothing personal. Bill's listening. Was the story of Job real? Yes, I believe it was. Then why did God allow him to go through that suffering? Indeed, you could ask that not about Job, but about each one of us, right? Why is there suffering? If God is more powerful than the devil, why doesn't he just exterminate the devil? Friends, there is a gargantuan battle between good and evil. This planet has been kidnapped and held ransom by an enemy. Jesus refers to the devil as the prince of this world. Most of the people in the world are his slaves. We have all sinned. The penalty for sin is death. Instead of asking, why did something bad happen to sinful mortals, we ought to be saying, how come all this good stuff happens? We're asking the wrong question. We're under a death penalty. Look at all the blessings that God gives us. And what about Job? His suffering maybe lasted 2 or 3 weeks. He was blessed in the latter end 3 times more or twice as much than the beginning. And I think if we could look at the story of Job and know what the latter end would be, we'd say, I'll go through those trials. Also, the story is there to encourage you and me. Amen? The story is there to tell us that it's not God's will that any should suffer or perish. It's the devil that brought the suffering, not God. What God did is he simply withdrew the hedge of protection that he puts around his children to show that Job was faithful. And you know when Christians are the best witness is not when God saves us from all trouble, but when God saves us through trouble. Amen?